Hello, ChatGPT. Let's get started. Please make sure to don't cut me off. Don't cut me off during my conversation, please.
Crystal clear. Just a little polish on what you said. You can say, please make sure not to cut me off during my conversation. Now onward, what's your favorite thing to do when you arrive in a new city?
Oh, that's a good question. Yeah, whenever I arrived and whenever I get a new city, I just, I just want to feel some very local mood. I mean, local atmosphere, especially because the city has their own atmosphere. Something like, yeah, as you know, my hometown is Andong, Gyeongsang-Buk-do. So, Andong is called traditional. How can I say traditional capital of South Korea. 정신문화. How can I say cultural mind. Yeah, the capital of the cultural mind in South Korea. So, yeah, Andong has a lot of traditional things like traditional mask and traditional Andong soju and traditional braised chickens, which called Andong Jimdak. So Andong has Andong's mood and atmosphere there on. So yeah, whenever I get to newly newly I mean
You did a great.
whenever I've been to the city I've never been to, yeah, I always try to feel their mood in the middle of the crowd of local peoples local people.
Nice sentiment. Let's tweak it slightly. You can say, whenever I visit a city I've never been to, I always try to feel its atmosphere in the middle of the local crowd. Now, next adventure, what's the most surprising thing you've eaten while traveling?
It was the taco in Mexico. Yeah, I've tried very yeah, which is very conventional taco in Mexico, but it was extremely surprising for me to have those kind of taco because I can customize my taco, put on. I was able to put my favorite topping, put my favorite topping on the taco, whatever I want. Something like salsa sauce and beef and chicken or some veggies. So that was very very beneficial. Yeah, that's the reason why I enjoyed lived in Mexico. So, and taco in Mexico was quite a bit different from my expectation. Yeah, I used to try taco in the States sometimes in Taco Bell or somewhere else. Yeah, that's so yeah, those restaurants sold Mexican traditional food, but yeah, I gotta say it was totally different from the restaurant in the States because um, the taco or chimichanga or quesadilla in Mexico have very juicy and very a variety of their flavor in their food. So yeah, it was good. But sometimes I felt I felt like there is there was sanitary issue in the restaurant wherever I got to local restaurant in Mexico. It's quite a bit unclean. So yeah, that was the a slight issue that I thought. So, but yeah, except that, yeah, it was fantastic.
That was detailed. Here's a bit of fine tuning. I tried a very traditional taco in Mexico, which was surprising because I could customize it with whatever toppings I liked. Salsa, beef, chicken, veggies. It was totally different from tacos I had in the States like Taco Bell. Mexican tacos had a variety of juicy flavors, but sometimes I felt there was sanitary issues in local restaurants. Aside from that, it was fantastic. Next stop, what's one destination you dream of visiting someday and what makes it special?
I want to go Northern Europe. I'm not sure. I've never imagined that I've been there because, as you know, since I'm planning to study in the UK, so it is very adjacent to in the UK. I mean, Northern Europe, the country belongs Northern Europe, something like Norway or Denmark or something like that nearby. So I think it is very it is always available to go across the ocean, and yeah, I mean getting on the airplane. So yeah, that is way cheaper than the journey from Korea to Europe. So if yeah, whenever I get a chance to or opportunity to go abroad from the UK, I want to go anywhere. I want to go anywhere. As long as I can afford that. Yeah, as long as I can. Yeah, I'm not sure, but it'll be. I can barely afford to coming abroad from the UK because of due to a budget issue, as far as I thought.
Your thoughts are on point. Let's shape them a bit. I want to visit Northern Europe. I've never imagined being there before, but since I'll study in the UK, it's nearby, countries like Norway or Denmark. It'll be much cheaper than traveling from Korea. Whenever I get the chance, I'd love to go, as long as I can afford it. Next journey question, what's a unique souvenir you've brought back from a trip?
Actually, I have experienced I have experienced to be in Canada, so particularly to how can I say, Niagara Falls. So I bought a souvenir. I bought there was a shot-sized cup, just a small-sized cup as a souvenir. So yeah, its shape was maple leaves. So that is quite a bit symbolic and iconic as a Canadian souvenir. So yeah, so that's the reason why I bought it. I bought it with no hesitation. So yeah, it is one of my very how can I say favorite, and one of my very symbolic souvenir
Nice.
from the other country.
Your story was almost complete. You could say, I bought a shot-sized cup shaped like maple leaves. Such an iconic Canadian symbol. Now for the final leg of our journey. If you could live in one city abroad for a year, which city would you choose and what would you do there?
Full year. It's very fun. It is very extremely fantastic to imagine. Just imagine, even just
I'm
imagine
all
that.
ears when
So
you're ready.
Um, I'm not
No
sure,
worries.
but I'm gonna go to Japan. Japan. I mean,
Take your
especially in.
time. Whenever you're ready to continue our little travel adventure, I'll be right here. No interruptions.
No, no, no. I gotta go to Japan, particularly to rural place in Japan. Yeah, that made me happy and that helped me do what I've never done so far. So, because Japan has very similar cultural background with Korea, so there
I'm glad you're
there will
ready.
be
Just
there will be no difficulty to get used
It
to
seems like
there.
you're
So
building up to something fun. I'm ready to hear all about that city when you're set. No rush at all.
thank you.